What's up, y'all? IBO MMA here, back again with another video today. I've been on kind of a hiatus the last couple of days. I haven't really posted, not a post, not a reel, not a video. I fooled the internet. Nah, I'm playing. Just because it's winter break. If you guys don't know, I went skating. Like, do y'all really want to know or what? But nah, today, my last couple of videos, I did the best cardio in the UFC. Today, the best chins in the UFC, the toughest chins in the UFC. I have a giga chin. If you guys can't see, I could take a punch. I don't know. I've never been punched before, but I think I could take it. I don't want to find out though. Let's just get into the video, right? Best chin, every division. Let's get into it. For flyweight, Pantoja, he did just lose the belt, unfortunately, but you can't say that his chin isn't elite. I don't think we've really seen him get dropped. We've seen him get dropped once against Figueiredo, but Figueiredo, that's one of the best power and flyweight we've ever seen, Pantoja, we've seen him take a lot of damage. I think that's why his nickname's the Cannibal. I'm pretty sure it's because he takes a lot of damage, but he dishes it right back. He has a very aggressive style where, bro, no matter what you hit him with, he's just going to keep on going forward. And again, like, he's never really been put down ever since that Figueiredo fight, He's fought big power punchers, actually, maybe he hasn't. He's fought Lemeno Cobb, that's a pretty big power puncher. Brandon Moreno has pretty good power. Kai Car France, Steve Ursa, not bad, not bad power. I definitely give it to Pantoja. There's not really anyone else in this division. I would have gave it to Royval if he didn't just get knocked out, but he did just get knocked out, so he was really the only one left. Him and Moreno, but Moreno, he does get dropped pretty often, right? Well, against Pantoja, he got dropped like 3 times, right? Or something like that. So, yeah, got to give it to Pantoja. Next division, bantamweight, I think we already know who it is, so I'm just going to skip by it. Marlon Vera, Cheeto Vera. Great chin. He's been on a losing streak, but he hasn't been knocked out, He hasn't really been, hurt either. I know he got dropped by Figueiredo. Damn, Figueiredo dropping everyone, bro. He might have the best power in, the UFC or something. He dropped Pantoja. He dropped Marlon Vera. All right, okay, Unc. But nah, Cheeto Vera, it's his first time being dropped, I think last year. He took a beating against Sean O'Malley. He ate this, really big knee. If you guys don't remember, it literally sounded like you take a baseball bat and you just whack it against someone's head like crazy. It landed very clean, and he didn't get dropped. He didn't get knocked out after that. It was crazy. He survived. He didn't dish. Pantoja, he gets hit and he'll come back at you. Cheeto Vera, it's a little different. He gets hit and then he's patient. He's still he's kind of patient for some reason, but you can't blame his chin. I wish he had more output. He's been on a losing streak. Very close fights though. Yeah, what can I say? I feel like very soon we're gonna see someone, maybe like a Vinicius Oliveira, maybe a Payne Talbot, maybe put him out. I don't know, cause bro, he's been having too many beatings lately. I don't know, but let's get into featherweight. Diego Lopez. If I really have to explain this one, there wasn't really many options. John Silva has a pretty good chin, I guess. Brian Ortega used to have a really good chin. His chin's still good, but he almost got knocked out against Diego Lopez. There really wasn't any other option. Maybe Steve Garcia, but he's been knocked out before as well. I had to give it to Diego Lopez just because, bro, he's been fighting some heavy hitters, and hasn't been dropped, hasn't been knocked out. He eats a lot of big shots. He ate a lot of big shots against Volkanovski, their first fight. They're rematching. I can't believe they're rematching. But that first fight, Diego Lopez was getting BTA in that first round. Do you know what BTA is? Belt to bottom. Bro, he was getting beat that first round. He got stumbled a bit, didn't get dropped. It was more of a positioning thing, his foot. He lost his footing, bro. Chill. But bro, he kept going forward. He kept getting hit the first couple of rounds, and then he came, bro. Very good. What am I saying? Very good chin by Diego Lopez. And then his last fight against John Silva, bro, he was gonna hit with some big, I'm telling you, big shots. That's putting someone out. That's putting a lot of people out. And he was literally smiling after getting hit with them. Like, do y'all not remember that? He was literally smiling. I don't know what's so funny, bro. What is so funny? Great chin. Also, Dan Ige, like, I know Dan Ige took it on like 4 hours notice or whatever, but Dan Ige, he has some big power, bro. And Diego Lopez was getting hit with Dan Ige's a lot of Dan Ige's punches. So yeah, have to go with Diego Lopez on this. Like I said, Ortega, maybe Silva. We haven't really seen him get hit that much, except by Lopez. So let's get into the next division, right? This one, it was a very hard to pick for lightweight, but I think I did pick the right guy. I think it's pretty obvious, right? I'm gonna have to go with Benil Dariush. I think we've seen in past fights that, bro, whatever you hit him with, it's like he always almost like a zombie. Like he always comes back at you. He's never getting like, bro. He's just have his okay. Let me check. I'm sorry, Benil. He's actually a great guy. I don't even know why I did this for real. I'm gonna go Paddy Pimblett. Look. I feel like y'all were thinking it has to be Max, right? It has to be Max. But bro, we've seen Max get knocked down in his last like 3 fights against Justin Gaethje, even though it wasn't counted as a knockdown. That's a knockdown. Let's be honest. We've seen him get knocked out against what am I saying? Topuria at featherweight. You could blame the weight cut, whatever you want, but then his next fight against old man Poirier. I'm not gonna call him old. It was his last fight, so that's like his last fight. He got dropped. He almost got put out. So I'm going to have to go with Paddy, even though we haven't really seen his chin tested. But we have seen him get hit with quite a bunch of shots from like Chandler hit him with a pretty good right hand. Is that it? I might have to switch my pick, bro. What? I mean, he got hurt by what's his name? Luigi Vendrame. Yeah, okay. The only reason I picked Paddy is because Scousers don't get knocked. Scousers, we don't get knocked out. I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. Come on, I have a great accent, but I just wanted some new blood, bro. Holloway, he's been dropped. I love Holloway, but like, bro, he's been dropped quite a bit. I know he's fighting some big power guys, Poirier, Gaethje, damn, Gaethje to Poirier, and then into the Poirier. All right, damn, bro. And now he's fighting Charles Oliveira. Alrighty, but nah, I'm gonna have to go with Paddy. I was about, it was between Holloway, of course, Paddy, and maybe Dan Hooker. But Dan Hooker, his chin's a little weird. Where it's like he'll get knocked out by Michael Chandler. He'll get hurt by Mateus Gamrot. But then he has a war against Jalen Turner. And like I don't really know. Paddy. Oh, what is that? Is that a thumbs up I'm seeing? Is that a thumbs up? All right. What? I said welterweight. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the hardest one to pick in all the divisions. There's actually no like perfect option. There's none. I had to go with JDM, even though JDM hasn't really fought any like big power punchers. Like he's fought Islam has decent power. Well, we don't really know how his power is at 170, right? Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns has pretty good power. Kevin Holland has good power. Like he hasn't really fought many big power punches. The only reason I picked him is just because, bro, look at his jaw, bro. Look at his nose. Look at his jaw. You could tell this guy knows how to take a punch. You can tell. And bro, it was between him, Shavkat. But let's be honest, Shavkat has not fought. Bro, I look at his record lately. Other than the Ian Gary win, which that's a good win, bro. Jeff Neal, good. All right, good win. And then it goes from Jeff Neal to Neil Magny. And after the Jeff Neal fight, he fought Wonderboy Thompson. Like, what is that about? I had to go with JDM. Another option I was going to go with was CP, Carlos Prates. But I didn't go with him because he did get dropped by Ian Gary. And Ian Gary should not be dropping you if you have a really good chin. So I went JDM, honestly, just because of his nose, bro. You can tell he knows how to take a punch. You can tell. I had to go with JDM. Middleweight, there's a lot of options for middleweight. You have, let me just give you a little rundown. Dricus du Plessis, great chin. Anthony Hernandez, great chin. Who else has a good chin? That's kind of all, right? Like, who else really has a good chin? I don't know. That's pretty much all. But I went with Anthony Hernandez just because I've seen this guy eat a head kick for Marvin. I mean, not for Marvin Vittori. I seen him eat, bro. Can I speak? I've seen him eat a head kick from Brendan Allen. I've seen him you know, survive an onslaught from Michel Pereira. If you know Michel Pereira, he's a big guy. He's a big power, big puncher. Yeah, he ate a lot of shots from him. And just cause like, bro, he's Mexican, bro. Nah, I'm playing. But he has a good chin. Like, let's be real. He's fought a lot of big power punchers like Michel Pereira. Roman Dolidze is pretty good power. Who else? Brendan Allen has decent power. The only reason I didn't go with Dricus is just because I feel like Dricus hasn't really fought a lot of big power punchers. Like, all right, the Izzy fight, all right, Izzy has pretty good power, but Strickland twice, Dricus Duplessis. Who else did he fight? Darren Till is a good power. I give him that, but he was getting dropped. I mean, not dropped. He was kind of getting like he was getting stumbled and bubbled. You know, stumbled and bumbled. He was getting stumbled and bubbled in that fight. If you guys do, you know, if you watch that fight back, that fight was very competitive. He was getting stumbled quite a bit. I feel like I'm missing a fight. No. He went straight from the Derek Brunson fight into the Robert Whittaker fight. Yeah, Derek Brunson, Robert Whittaker, Strickland twice. Are you kidding me? You know, I'm gonna have to go with Hernandez because you know Michel Pereira, Brendan Allen, Dolidze. Who else has he fought? Who did he fight before this? Oh, Kopylov. Kopylov has great power. Shabazian has good power. Bardu has good power. Like, bro, he's fighting big power punchers. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with him. But what are we at? Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight. You know, Dricus. No. Yuri Prohaska. You know, even though we've seen him get knocked out twice in the past like 2 years against Pereira, bro, we all know his chin is crazy, bro. His chin is crazy. He's been eating some big shots from Khalil Roundtree, Jamal Hill, even Pereira. Like, he's ate some pretty big shots before he actually got him knocked out. We all know his chin is insane. Even, bro, that, what's his name? Alexander Rakic fight? Bro, he was eating some big shots. But that's the thing. Think about Yuri, which he'll stumble and bumble quite a bit. But the thing is, bro, he'll come right back at you and he'll get dropped or not dropped. He'll get like stumbled and then he'll come back with like a flying knee. Like, shouldn't you like take it slow? Like, you just kind of got wobbled, bro. You should be kind of taking it slow, but nah. What's the word? Not like chin, but his like not revives. What am I saying? Like, he could bounce back quickly, which I think that's a sign of a great chin, you know? Great chin. Yeah, like, what can I really say? He eats a lot of punches, downloads the data like Piotr Jan, and he comes back and he knocks you out, bro. Great chin, great power, great cardio. Bro, pretty elite. Honestly, like, Yuri Prohaska has one of the best, like, builds, and like, he's pretty, like, bro, the cardio's there, the chin is there, the power is there. Like, bro, if this guy had, like, elite, like, technical fighting, like, bro, he can be, I mean, I'm not gonna try to change his style, bro. His style is it's perfect, bro. His style is perfect. You know, you're perfect just the way you are, Yuri. Do not change. But yeah, his chin's crazy. Not many other options though. Like, it was between him and like, I mean, Pereira not Pereira. Yeah, it was pretty much just him, bro. Like, it actually was literally Jan Blachowicz has a pretty he got dropped in this last fight. I don't know. Pretty much just him, if I'm being real. Heavyweight, you know, that's the thing. When you're getting into these heavier weight classes, there's honestly no such thing as like a great chin. But there's one man who genuinely has like a great chin at heavyweight. I don't get it. I do not get it. He's eating some big punches from Sergey Pavlovich, from who else did he fight? Robelis de Spain. Like, bro, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Genuinely great chin. We will see in his next fight against Derek Lewis if his chin is elite as I'm making it out to seem. But, bro, he's been eating punches from Robelis de Spain. He won that fight. And then he fought, who else did he fight? Obviously Sergey Pavlovich. Sergey Spivak has pretty good power. Shamil Gaziev, like, that's a great he has great power. What's his name? Aspinall's training partner? Denis Avida? No. Denis Avida. What's his name? Let me check. Dalia. Ante Dalia. Yeah. He hit some pretty big, bro. He got eye poked. Ante D'Elia was teeing off at him, and he came right back and he just knocked him out. Like, bro, that's crazy, insane. Genuinely one of the best chins in heavyweight I've ever seen. He's up there, but we will see because now he's fighting the big dogs. You know, he was fighting the big dogs like Sergey Pavlovich, but now he's fighting the big dogs. If you know what I mean, like Derek Lewis, he might fight Aspinall if he wins this fight. Was actually not like there's not really many like big power punches at the top of heavyweight. You know, we will see. Because he does get hit quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, he does get hit quite a bit more than you would like, but a great chin. Nothing. What's the name? What's the word? Nonetheless. Yeah. All right. That is the video. As you can see, I'm at 116. Can we get me to 120? Let's get me to 120, please. And if you guys disagree with my video, leave a comment. Tomorrow, I have a big video. I feel like a lot of other MMA YouTubers have made this video already. I'm quite behind, but I just don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss any details. Don't want to miss anything. The video is the 2025 UFC award show. I'm gonna make that video, and yeah, I'm gathering up all the details. You know, boom, the soundboard, the music. Like, I'm gonna have a suit on. Like, bro, big production, bro. Big from one guy army. Big production. I can't speak, but nah, that is the video. And subscribe and like, and I'm out of here.